Everyone right now is feeling enormous pressure and dealing with a future that is mired in uncertainty. So if you are in a leadership role, in a management position, in any sort of supervisory role, whether you're running your own business or you're leading a team, right now it is absolutely mission critical to show up in ways that will help to reassure your team that you're going to get through this storm okay. That doesn't mean you know exactly what's coming next week. Nobody does. But it does mean that you role model the calm, that you role model the courage, that you role model the can-do spirit that others are struggling with right now and are wondering, have we got this? So I wrote about this in my recent Forbes column, the importance of really grounding ourselves in self-certainty. I think this is important at all times. I think secure leaders are always the best leaders. But in times like this, when there is so much uncertainty around us, we have to really double down on what allows us to feel most certain in ourselves. That is that we have got what it takes to get through this storm. And research shows that people who are optimistic weather life storms better and emerge from them better off. And so role modeling the optimism right now that's needed to get through this period is so important. I've put together a series of virtual workshops that I'm going to be rolling out with organisations around the world in the weeks and months to come. And one of those is on the importance of how to lead through disruption. We are dealing with a disruption right now, unlike any in pretty much, I think, most people's lifetimes. And so 3 C's are really important to leaders right now. The 3 C's are: 1, clarity, being really clear about your top priorities right now and being able to communicate that very clearly so everyone knows what the mission is, what you're dealing with right now to get through this period. So being really clear yourself about what are our top priorities, what do we need to be rallying everybody behind, a shared common sense of mission. Secondly, around communication, being really clear in your communication, making sure everybody knows not just what those priorities are, but the larger why behind them. People want to know what's behind the decisions you're making. So make sure you're communicating the why. And thirdly, connection. Right now, a lot of people are feeling anxious and they need to know that you care about what they care about, that you're connected to their concerns, that you care about their well-being. It's not just, is this business going to do okay? You know, are your people going to do okay? Letting them know that you care, making sure you're visible. And as I wrote in my recent Forbes column on leading through disruption, it is better to over-communicate right now than to under-communicate. And so make sure your communications aren't just about, the facts alone. Yes, that's absolutely important to have the facts and to be honest about the facts and transparent about the facts, but also to come from the heart as well. It's right now we've got to walk the path between head and heart, and leaders need to lead with head and heart. Yes, be very rational and logical, but also have compassion, have empathy. People want to know that you're human, you're all in this together. So if I can support you in any way and moving through this way, support your teams, let me know. I am now grounded. I'm actually based here in Singapore, and of course all of my work around the world has well and truly been cancelled of late. But it's times like this, all of us need to ask ourselves, how best can I serve? What is it that, that I can do to help those around me, my stakeholders? And if you are in a leadership role, there's a lot of ways you can serve right now. People are looking to you to role model the certainty, the courage, the calm that they may be feeling very fragile about themselves. And so I encourage you just to really double down on whatever practices you have that allow you to be grounded in yourself at this time. As I wrote in my book, You've Got This, which comes out officially on the 30th of March, what a time. It's trusting ourselves that we can meet the challenges ahead of us one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time, liberates our energy to focus on what matters most, to focus on what's in our control and not to get stressed out and overwhelmed by all that is not inside our control. So remember, you've got this, you will get through this, and I am determined that I'm going to find really good things from this period of crisis. And I think organisations, leaders that are determined to use this adversity as an opportunity to do business better are those who are going to weather it better and come out of it better off. All right, take care.